Hey everybody, Mr. Bookie Boo here, coming to you with a very late Lego City update. It's been a busy several weeks in my neck of the woods. We've had a lot of bad things happen in my community, and it's been rough dealing with that kind of stuff, and then also just dealing with holidays approaching and just lots of busyness, lots of busy things going on. But happy to get this video out and show you what I've been up to in Bricksburg. I have been up to a few things here and there, and I got a few surprises to show you along the way. But first we'll start off, we seem to always start off in this corner over here, which is kind of my favorite corner of the layout because it's probably the most complete corner. And also I just really like the aesthetic of the lights and the buildings and the trains and just everything in this area is kind of what I really enjoy and how it's all put together. We have added some more lights to Bricksburg since the last time you've seen one of these update videos. We've now got green grocery lit up, which is pretty cool. So I've got almost all of the modulars lit up at this point. I still have one more set of lights for the original pet shop and the townhome that goes with it. I still have to light that up. And then once I've done that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I pretty much have all of this half of Bricksburg lit up as far as the modulars go. I still have a few other things I'd like to do. I really want to add some lights to my bridge and tower here. Maybe add like a light inside the tower, and maybe some lights along the cabling for the bridge, and maybe add a few lights in the rail yard area, just like some work lights or something like that. Because when the lights are out, and actually, if you caught my previous video where I kind of did a nighttime view of Bricksburg, the front half of the layout I noticed is like really dark, and like the city looks awesome, but like this area kind of dark, which Aurelia already is kind of dark at night, right? But I still maybe just want to add a few little accent lights and maybe just a few other things to make it pop in the front as well as the back, you know. So like I said, we've added more light kits, which is really cool. I'm digging all these lights. It just adds so much to the city, I feel, and just makes it look really nice. And there you see green grocer all lit up, and someone online actually noticed and said, hey, now that you got it all lit up, you actually have to add some furniture inside, because green grocer is not really furnished on the inside on the second and third floor. I think there's like a few little pieces of furniture in there if you look really closely. I think, if I remember, I just had it open. I didn't even really pay attention. Oh, there's like a fireplace on this. I think there's a fireplace on the second or third floor, and there's a stairwell. There's not much else, but yeah, so I'll have to add some furniture in there. I think I'll have some people move in. If anyone wants to move in to Bricksburg, I have green grocer available. I have a couple townhomes available, and I have a high-rise condo space available. We got a lot of space available, so I should start renting this out, right? This area, same type of thing. I haven't done much work in this area over here. I haven't done much work in this half aside from the lighting and stuff. The main work is kind of behind me and to the left over here, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But this area is still, a little bit of progress here and there. I still need to work on my facades, which I haven't really had a chance to do. I want to light them up, like a few little windows here and there, especially like in these office buildings, so you can kind of see, like, like people like working late at night or something like that. But yeah, so this just give you kind of the overview. You can kind of see everything here, how it's kind of unchanged and how everything's kind of working. It's you can kind of see. So if we move along here, we're going to get to the area where we have been doing some work. This part of town, you can see. So I've added this. This is kind of like, I call this Midtown. So I've been working on the condo a little bit more. I've added some furniture inside there, a little more detailing. Try to finish the back side of it. I got to finish the walls there and whatnot. And I'm also kind of working on this little area. I wanted to do like a kind of like a smaller, more cozy, intimate kind of part of town, as opposed to the big modulars that kind of overpower everything. And then Lego decided to come out with another corner modular, which I kind of felt, I kind of knew that was coming. I was in denial and I didn't want to accept it. But yeah, that new corner garage, awesome set, looks pretty cool. I'm excited about it, but I don't know where I want to put it because I don't have any corners left. I've got two corners here. I've got the the theater and the Grand Emporium. And then I have over here, I have the Brick Bank. And then I have Ghostbusters, which is like kind of a corner because of the odd length of it. It has to go this way in my layout. I can't put it that way because I don't have enough space going back and forth. So I'm kind of out of corner space again. So I have to find a creative place. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Because I can't really think of where I want to put it right now. I mean, I know what I'm going to have to do probably is I'm going to have to add another road plate going this way. So that means I'm going to have actually another half of a corner available. Because I could take this out, and I'm probably going to have to lose some of my nice new Midtown district that I just built. Because I don't know what else to do with the road. I don't know where else I could put it. You guys have ideas? I don't have room over here because this is all shorter in order to get that extra piece of train track in there. So I sacrificed the road and made this more of like a walkway, pedestrian, bike paths area. And then my road actually starts right here with the bridge. And then this is like a kind of like a town square. And so basically there's going to have to be another road somewhere in here. Probably maybe right where the detective's office is. And maybe I'll have to shuffle that down 2 spots, put the new garage either here or here against the fire brigade, and maybe do a roadway there, which means I also lose another spot for a future modular. But that's okay. We can work with this. And then you can just kind of see how I don't know how it's all going to flow. The interesting thing that I have is still have this area over here, which I want to put a platform on. I want to extend the platform all the way to the wall here. So I will pick up a little bit of space here. So it is possible, and I have Ghostbusters kind of pushed back as far as it can go. But I might be able to rearrange some space in here to pick up a little bit more room. I do have enough. Right now, this gap here is basically 2 base plates wide. So I could shift things down and shuffle things this way and pick up a space so that I might be able to do a roadway. But I think we're going to have to put another road somewhere over in that area so I can get that corner piece in place. And then I'm probably going to have a vacant corner for another 3 years after that until Lego decides to make another corner modular, or unless I can find a cafe corner somewhere cheap. If you know anyone that has one that wants to get rid of it, let me know. So the other interesting thing that I've done with the train track, because I've been really just working on the trains and stuff, and here you can see the station that I've kind of lit up. I've added a few more lights here and there. There's lights underneath the elevator. Also, I added a stairway light. I put a cover over the top of the stairway, which I thought was a nice little touch. Just kind of frames that half of the station a little bit with all the blue roofs and whatnot. But the other thing that I did with the train track is over here is I redesigned this tunnel area. So originally this was going to be a return loop that actually went back and around, and it was going to continue this way. And then there was going to be a switch here so the trains can get in from the other part of the layout, but this was going to be like one loop. And I decided I really didn't need that because it didn't really serve any purpose. So instead I redesigned the tunnel here, and this track just basically goes straight out that way, and then it connects in the back, or it's going to connect in the back over here, and it's going to continue on its way this way to loop through here. And you can kind of see the makings of the track over here. And so that basically enables me to get more running distance for the trains instead of just having them loop around in a circle. It also lets the trains escape the city area without having to go like in a weird reverse to get out, because they were going to have to do that with the loop as it was. And it just I don't know, it just kind of makes it flow a little better as far as the trains go. Now we're getting into the really crazy parts over here. So this is I started working on this. You saw some of the pictures on Instagram. So this was like docks, Coast Guard Station docks, which is still probably going to be. But then I got the inspiration finally to start working in Ninjago Land. And so I ended up taking up all the stuff that was like cluttering Ninjago Land, which is all this stuff here, and basically moved it over to here temporarily and started placing track and sets for Ninjago Land. So you'll notice first thing first, Hogwarts is gone. It just was I was trying to do too much, I think, to fit it all in one place into the layout with the limited space that I have. And so I don't know, I pulled it out. I could always put it back. I didn't dismantle it completely. It's like in pieces, and you can see some of the pieces back there. But I feel it was just, I was trying to do too much with the layout, and it was going from Ninjago Land to Harry Potter Land to whatever land was a little too much of the transitions and it wasn't working out the way I liked. So instead, we're going back to the original design of Ninjago Land. And so this right here in the corner, the mountain's going to be back. The mountain's actually down here on the floor. I never took it apart. So the mountain's going to be back in the corner. Probably even taller than before because it's going to actually sit on a platform I'm going to build behind there. And then the Temple of Erjitsu is probably going to be right about where it's placed right now. Although what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually raise it up. So it's going to sit up higher than it is now. It's going to be higher than the table height. And so it's going to be kind of raised up with like little mountains around it and some greenery and maybe some water features and things like that. Just to give it a little more heft to this corner and make this corner really pop. Going from that, what we're going to do is, and this is where I've been really working the last few days. So in the front area, what I decided is the return loop is going to be like right here, basically where you see the return loop starting. That's going to be where the trains are going to turn around to get back into Bricksburg, the main part of the city. The rest of this is going to be more track storage and a station for Ninjago, because I wanted to get a station, but I didn't know how to do it. But then I finally figured out I could put one track in the front here, and so I'm already working on the platform for that, which you can see behind the train, which is test fitting. It's going to come into right here, so this is going to be the main train stop for Ninjago Land, and then you can see I'm working on the platform, and the platform is going to extend a little bit more this way, and then it's going to stop. And then the canal behind that, I was actually able to expand a little bit, so I'm starting to work on that. So the canals are going to stay in place, and then of course Ninjago City and the docks are going to be as they were in the city originally. And then I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do behind here. If I'm going to add, I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I really like Destiny's Bounty as it sits right here, because it's kind of frames this whole area nicely, because it's such a big, really cool model. So I kind of want this here. But the other option that I can do is I can actually add more train track. And you can see I've got the makings. So I have a switch coming off here, and I can get 2 more storage tracks for trains over here. Now I can't do both because the tracks aren't going to be long enough. I could maybe do just one siding there for the store train. Actually, I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then, of course, there's the rumors that there might be another big Ninjago set coming out. Have you guys heard those rumors? I heard it might be the what is it? The tower, the robot tower, the Borg tower, or the Borg, not the Borg. That's Star Trek. I don't know, the robot tower though. And so they do that. That's probably going to go right here, which is fine. I can do that. I can accommodate that. I have all the space, but I don't know. So we have to see. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens with that. I've also been, I've been busy tiling, so you can see all the water tiles and whatnot. And let's see if I can spin around and give you the front, kind of like the front head-on view of Ninjago Land, and give you an idea of how it's going to look. So you can kind of see the front area. So this is the docks. Destiny's Bounty is going to sit behind there. Ninjago City. And then as you go this way, perhaps future Lego giant monstrosity that might be coming out. And then behind that is going to be the mountain, and then the Temple of Erjitsu. And then I might try to squeeze some of these other temples in here and there, like the red, was that the Red Dragon Temple? And then, of course, the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon might be up on a hill or something behind that. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, Lego has to introduce that new Lego Movie 2 Wasteland set, which I, absolutely have to have. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. I don't know. It's possible I could, transition into, some Wasteland stuff over here. Actually, my oldest son had that suggestion. Incorporating the Dragon Pit, the new Dragon Pit set from Ninjago, and then I could also maybe do that new Wasteland set and kind of do a Wasteland in between Ninjago Land and the main part of the city. So that's an option. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like I haven't done much, guys, but I guess I have. It's just taking apart stuff and moving things around and kind of getting to a point where I can be creative and think of stuff is kind of been what I've been doing. And so it's been interesting, and it's been frustrating at times too. I don't know, do you guys get frustrated when you build? I know that I get, sometimes I just start building and it just doesn't come to me, and then I get frustrated and then I stop and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this, and then I walk away from it for a bit, and then I come back, and then it's it's hard to get that inspiration sometimes to build. But I think I'm back on the right track now, and I've been feeling the inspiration again, which is kind of cool. And I think I just need to had to rip the Band-Aid off and kind of just move things around and kind of disassemble this area because it was such a clutter for so long. And then I know it's always been I've been working on this for 2 years now almost, this area. But I think I don't know, I think I finally might have a plan. The front area is what really kind of made it all come together for me with this little train station in the front here, in the platform. Kind of excited about that. So that's it for this month. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to get a lot more done, and I'll get an update out much sooner for you guys next time. And let me know what you guys think about future Ninjago sets that may be coming out, where I should put that new modular garage that's coming out in January. Where do you think that should go? Somewhere over here? I don't know. Let me know what you think, because I'm kind of struggling to figure that out right now. And then, you know, perhaps I have to move Midtown to somewhere else. I could put Midtown over here. I don't know. I have a lot of options, but I don't know. I'm probably going to have to just start building and just start kind of laying it out and see what I end up with. So that's it for this month. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all your feedback, encouragement, comments, and for all your ideas. You guys are wonderful. And I will be back soon with another video. All right, bye.